Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Boxing. Nah, man, huge news, man. Frank Warren is thinking about signing DILLIAN WHYTE, man. A big deal. Now, Frank Warren has one of the biggest fighters in the heavyweight division. That's a contender rising up the ranks, man, which is Daniel Dubois, man. I think the guy has 8 wins, 8 knockouts, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the guy is a complete monster. Not only that, he was rumored to drop Anthony Joshua in sparring. Completely dominate the guy. Wasn't even close. Now, this is a really big deal, man. You know, Frank Warren signing DILLIAN WHYTE can be a really big deal. And it's really a threat to Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua, while he has international recognition, only fights in the UK, which is a big problem. Now, it doesn't matter if he's going to fight, you know, in the future in America or somewhere else, but right now, as it stands right now, he hasn't fought anywhere foreign, right? Now, he has the DANZAP, but that's not going to really mean much if you're still not traveling outside the country, right? Basically what that means is fighting domestically, you're going to have to compete with domestic fighters, domestic level fighters. Now, that being said, man, you know, DILLIAN WHYTE signing with Frank Warren is probably the worst thing that can happen to Anthony Joshua, just because building a fighter like Daniel Dubois up in a short period of time would be extremely easy, you know. And like I said, Anthony Joshua's competition at heavyweight, that's domestic, is Tyson Fury, DILLIAN WHYTE, and, you know, probably, like I said, Daniel Dubois, right? That being said, Daniel Dubois probably only has to fight like two decent fighters that's common opponents between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua to become a superstar like overnight, right? Now, if he beats someone like a Charles Martin, if Daniel Dubois knocked out Charles Martin and then like Eric Molina, that'll catapult him into the levels, you know, of close to being championship level, right? And that being said, if Daniel Dubois fights those 2 fighters and then he fights DILLIAN WHYTE, right? And let's just say this is DILLIAN WHYTE's last fight with Frank Warren. By that time, they fight each other. That would be a huge domestic fight that can easily generate, you know, over 20 million easy. 20, 30, 40, 50 million. I don't even know. But it can generate a lot of money. So much so that it can generate so much money that it will be comparative to Anthony Joshua fights, in my opinion. Easily. You know, Frank Warren's making big moves, man. This is actually one of the biggest moves in boxing if that was to be done. Frank Warren just needs to do it right and build his other fighters in the stables to get DILLIAN WHYTE the biggest fights, right? If he wants to keep it all in-house. But I think that's the best way to go. You know, you want to get the nation behind you before you start taking on these foreign fighters. You know, and the best way to do that is build up your other fighters and then have them fight each other. Whoever wins, wins. You know? So I think that'd be a really good idea for Frank Warren, man. I think this is a big threat to Anthony Joshua. So, man, yeah, man, let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. You guys think Frank Warren will make this move and pay the cost to be the boss by signing DILLIAN WHYTE, man? I think he can do it, man. I think he can do it. You know, Frank Warren slept on, and he's making big moves now. You know, earlier in his career when he had no competition, he was this, you know, he wasn't doing much, you know. But now that HEARN is getting serious and he's really spreading his stable and traveling, Frank Warren is starting to step his game up too, man. And that's a really good thing, man. Boxing needs competition because these promoters basically have to step their game up and stop doing the same thing over and over again. So let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. You know, my boy Frank Warren trying to sign DILLIAN WHYTE, man. It would be a devastating blow to HEARN and Anthony Joshua. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.